Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly coffee break. I am joined with guests from the School of Humanities today, so just a couple of housekeeping items. My name is Rachel Hewerman. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations, and we have Zoom recording here for you. So if you're having issues viewing the Zoom or anything like that, please refer to the box at the bottom of the screen. You are able to submit Q&A questions through the Q&A box, so you're more than welcome to do that. Send in chats, and as always, these recordings will be available on our website. I'm so very excited for the School of Humanities to be here today, and I'm going to kick it off to Dr. Vosevich to introduce herself, and we will go from there.
Hello, I am Dr. Kathi Vosevich, and I am Dean of the School of Humanities and Professor of English. I'm originally from St. Louis. I went to St. Louis U undergrad and for master's, and then off to University of Denver for my PhD. In addition to being a teacher and administrator, I worked at Microsoft and Sprint and consulted at Intel. So I'm living proof that a humanities degree can get you the career that you want and you love. And I'll turn it over to Dr. Justine Paas to introduce herself.
Thank you. My name is Justine Paas. I am the Associate Dean in the School of Humanities, and I am also an Associate Professor of English. I have been at Lindenwood University for about a decade now, and in that time I have met some really terrific students. And one of my favorite things about this job is staying in touch with many of my former students and helping them celebrate their successes and sharing in everything that life has to offer. I am originally from Poland, but I made my way to the St. Louis area, to Lindenwood, via Southern California, via Michigan, where I did my doctoral work, and Ohio, where I spent a couple of years teaching as a visiting assistant professor at Oberlin College. And then life brought me here to Lindenwood, where, like I said, I've been for 10 years now.
Okay, and I'm going to kick off today's discussion with a question we often get, which is, what is humanities? And typically humanities gets defined by the subjects that it covers, such as history, philosophy, religion, English, languages, cultural studies, political science, gender studies, and so on. But I think a better question really might be, what does humanities do? And in short, humanities does a lot. Humanities adds to the knowledge and understanding of the world. We investigate, we analyze, we come to understand and empathize with differences among cultures and across time, across the world, around the world, within, inside and outside of communities. Our disciplines encourage students to think creatively and critically, to reason, to ask questions and respond with empathy and civility. And I think that's really key today. And because we offer insight into nearly every aspect of human life, humanities are crucial to a well-rounded education. We provide the skills also that that employers really value, such as effective writing, critical thinking, problem solving, ethical decision making, adaptability, flexibility, and being able to work in teams as well as to lead. So in short, we teach students how to operate and live and succeed for a lifetime. Employers repeatedly say they can teach employees the job, how to do the job. What they cannot teach employees are the so-called soft skills or the really hard skills that we teach our students. As I said, communicating, critical thinking, problem solving, and that. A recent Harvard study found that jobs requiring the skills that we teach in the humanities are the largest growth in employment in the past 4 years, and in the last 3 decades, an increase in pay. Studies also show that over a lifetime, our graduates make more money than their counterparts in majors that are outside of the humanities. So simply put, humanities helps people do well and do good, personally, in the local community, and around the world. And all of this means that our students can choose to study what they love, because no matter which of our majors that they choose, they will be equally well prepared for graduate school, professional programs, or advancement in the careers of their choice. And I'd also like to talk about how many humanities students we actually have. We are very proud to have over 1,100 undergraduate majors, minors, certificates, and grad students in the MPA and MFA programs, including incoming students. So we build relationships with these students, over 1,100, as I said. And during this pandemic, but really always, we take time to build this trust, to build these relationships with our students. I mean, how many of your best friends did you meet in your English comp class? Or who's your favorite history or philosophy teacher? These are the things you remember from the university. These are the people and the things and the times that have impacted your lives positively. I'd also like to share some statistics that are important for students and parents to know. For employers, the ability to analyze and problem solve with people of different backgrounds and cultures jumped from 72% to 83% in importance between 2014 and 2018. So that's a big jump in just 4 years. And as far as the global learning skills that employers value, they really look for students who can make decisions, who can make ethical judgments, and that they rank that as 84% in a scale out of 100% of what they look for in employees. They also want students, young employees, to be able to apply knowledge and skills to real world settings. That 87% of employers look for that. And humanities teaches all of these valued skills. And so now I'd like to turn it over to Justine, and she can be more specific about what some of our majors actually do.
So there are lots of wonderful statistics out there, and survey after survey, as Dr. Vosevich just said, shows that our majors, our humanities majors, prepare students for virtually any future. Yet, something interesting continues to happen. The interesting thing, or maybe the frustrating thing, that there is this myth that continues to circulate about humanities and about the majors in humanities. This myth basically says that you major in humanities only if you want to teach. Now, some of our students have certainly become very successful teachers, and many students come to us to major with us because they want to be teachers. But our students are prepared for so many different careers, and they go on to do so many different things. Yet we continually come up against this idea that an English degree or a degree in Spanish or a degree in history is only for those who want to teach. Some of my own advisees have said to me, well, what else am I going to do with an English degree? And so let me tell you a story of what our students do and what our students go on to do to basically demonstrate and show and work to break down, to dispel this myth about humanities majors, which is not just a challenge for us at Lindenwood University. It's something that humanities folks across the country come up against. So what I want to do now is talk about the reality of the reality of the things that our students do to show how they are prepared for virtually every future. To show that teaching is certainly an option, but teaching is only one of many options. So first of all, our students publish. They publish while they're pursuing their undergraduate degrees. They publish their research and they publish writing in scholarly and creative journals. And many of our faculty members actively help them prepare their work for publication. And let me give you a couple of examples. A student who writes poetry recently earned the prestigious Pushcart nomination. Now, Pushcart is a very well-known and prestigious prize that honors literature published by small presses. And even a nomination of this kind is a great honor. Another student who not only published a scholarly article in a national peer-reviewed journal, also created a video in which she encourages other students to submit their work. And this video is now featured on the journal's landing page, as is the student's name, and as is the fact that she earned her degree this past May at Lindenwood University. In addition to publishing, our students also present scholarly and creative work. They present their work at Lindenwood's very own Student Research Conference, or the SRC, but they also attend and present their work at conferences around the country. including the Alpha Chi National Convention, the Missouri Conference on History, and the Undergraduate Philosophy and Religion Conference at Truman State. And a couple of specific examples of these successes. Most recently, this past spring, a double major in history and political science won the Best Undergraduate Student Essay Prize at the SIUE Symposium on Women and Gender. And a couple of years ago, another of our humanities majors was the only undergraduate student presenter at SLU's Jesuit Research Symposium. Our students also win university-wide awards. The Schoenhardt and Zanville this past spring, but in years past, also the Sibley and Easton Awards. This is all really great stuff for resumes. And it's very eye-catching for potential employers, for graduate schools, for professional programs, and it can certainly be a great topic of conversation in an interview. Other experiences that I think account for our student successes and showcase the many different things that they do inside and outside of the classroom include internships and study abroad programs. We've had students who've completed internships at national archives, political campaigns, electoral boards, museums, publishing presses, and many other companies and places. They have also studied abroad in countries including Great Britain, Spain, France, or Costa Rica. And to kind of harken back to what Dr. Vosevich was saying, it's important to note that employers realize the value of these experiences. In survey after survey, they say they want to see candidates with internship experiences. In one major survey, over 90% of employers said they are more likely to hire someone who has had internship experience. And in that same survey, more than half of them said that they would like to hire folks who have studied abroad, who have had that experience. And so our student successes include graduate programs and rewarding careers. We've sent students to very prestigious graduate schools at domestic and international universities. And many of them earned very generous funding packages to attend these programs. These schools include NYU, Princeton Theological Seminary, Purdue, University of Arizona, Washington University, and SLU Law Schools, King's College in London, and Uppsala University in Sweden. And this is just a small sample of many, many graduate programs that our students are attending. Those who chose jobs right after graduation have gone on to successful and lucrative careers in corporate, public, and nonprofit sectors. Couple of specific examples. One of our philosophy and religion majors recently became the youngest regional vice president at Paycom. Another started a career as a technical writer at Boeing. Yet another was just hired as a grant writer for a large nonprofit organization. So our students have gone on to become vice presidents, directors, technical writers, grant writers, consultants, financial advisors, park rangers, archivists, recruiters, and of course, teachers. And so the work that our students do in humanities is one of the reasons they succeed. Before they ever apply to graduate programs or for jobs, our students learn and practice really important skills. Again, the skills that, as Dr. Vosevich mentioned, employers say they need and they want. So I'm going to talk about a few of these skills, and I'm going to offer some of these very interesting statistics to, again, work to dispel this myth that humanities majors are for those who want to teach and nobody else, right? That's a myth. For instance, our students write research papers, and every time they write a research paper, they have learned to find and evaluate information from multiple sources. This is a skill that over 60% of employers want to see, as one survey suggested, right? It's an important ability to be able to find reliable and authoritative information out there, be able to tell the difference between a reliable source and a source that might not be using facts. Every time our students do a group project, they learn how to collaborate and work in teams. And teamwork is another skill that employers are looking for. In this same survey, in a fairly major survey, more than 80% of them said they look for just such experience, right? You have to learn how to work with others, how to disagree politely and civilly, as Dr. Vosevich also suggested. so that you can find solutions in the most possible productive way. Our students write essays, stories, social media, or blog posts. And in doing so, they grow their skills as effective communicators who write across different contexts and for different audiences. Surveys suggest that the majority of employers are looking for candidates who had completed multiple writing assignments while earning their degrees. This shows, whether it's on a resume or on an interview or both, this shows that the student is prepared to take on writing assignments on the job. We also have in place across our majors capstone requirements that give our students opportunities to conduct semester-long research on topics of their choice. This is very exciting for students because they get to further explore something that they have come to like or enjoyed working on. But it is also, the importance of this kind of work is also confirmed by surveys. Employers say they want students or candidates, job candidates, with such senior year projects under their belt. And I think really importantly, in particular for our School of Humanities, we have a very important mission that we take very seriously. And that mission is to transform students into flexible thinkers, effective communicators, and successful productive citizens. In other words, our mission is to prepare students for virtually any future career. And let me not forget also our graduate programs. We have an MPA program that is best online and an MFA program in writing that is a best online program, and it is ranked nationally just behind Harvard. So we have these outstanding programs at very affordable prices.
And we also have a number of initiatives underway to broadcast the academic quality of our students who are competing and winning on the national stage. Our students are nationally recognized for what they accomplished. And this is just one accomplishment that our students have earned. We're really extremely proud and excited that Lindenwood University's chapter of the Alpha Chi National Honor Society won the President's Cup for Chapter of the Year. It's the most prestigious award that the society gives. We beat out over 300 chapters across the country. So this is an amazing accomplishment for our students in our school. So another way to look at it is to say that both Lindenwood University and our students have a meaningful presence in prestigious organizations. The Alpha Chi National Honor Society invites only the top 10% of juniors, seniors, and graduate students to participate, but it's not just about academics, it's also about service. Winning this cup is no small feat. There are about 300 chapters nationwide with about 10,000 students inducted annually. And each chapter to compete for this cup has to submit 3 years of activities, service initiatives, academic programs, participation in conventions, social media campaigns, campus awareness initiatives, as well as publication in the journal. And so we have succeeded and accomplished a lot for the university. And like I said, we were recognized for it. And I can't emphasize the importance of such recognition. I'm the vice president of the executive council for the Alpha Chi National Honor Society. I'm also editor of its peer-reviewed journal. I secured that position after a national search. Also our chapter's co-sponsor, Abby Manis, who just graduated this May, serves as the student council representative for our region. And Justine Posh, Dr. Posh, is our chapter's other co-sponsor and the recently elected regional vice president for Alpha Chi. And so, we are recognized and respected as a university for what we contribute to scholarship and to service. And we really want this message about the value of the humanities to get out. When I first got here, I met with stakeholders in admissions and athletics in particular to talk about the importance of humanities, which in a nutshell, as I've said before, is about communication, critical thinking, problem solving, global fluency, not just awareness, but fluency, and empathy. dealing with compassion with others. We're actively recruiting in these ways. We're also updating our website with meaningful data and real success stories, as Justine mentioned. And our grads get into great prestigious universities and wonderful jobs. They want to give back to the community, and we want the world to know it. And there's another important reason that we update our website. This helps to teach our students how to talk about themselves, how to put themselves within a context. They can talk about themselves in meaningful ways about their success. And we have other new exciting initiatives that we're starting. We have started, and we want to emphasize even more. Primarily something called the Collaboratory. The original name was the Digital Humanities Center, the Digital Innovation Center, the Humanities Innovation Center, HIC. It's got all kinds of names, but folks in other schools are really very excited about it. Its vision and plan emerged out of the School of Humanities under our leadership. And it's a place where students, faculty, and members of the community can get together and create innovation solutions using state-of-the-art equipment and technology, such as drones. We have a grant. We got a big grant to purchase some drones for our students. But the center itself is designed to break down silos, to break down disciplinary boundaries, and to start conversations with students across the university. Its focus on technology as a feature in any field of study or career makes this initiative even more current in the time of this pandemic. After all, hundreds of thousands of people all of a sudden had to learn technology and use it to teach their students. And so digital humanities got even more important to everyone in this digitally connected world that we live in, especially now. But we look forward to the Collaboratory being an even more student-centered place in a classroom. It's a place where students take the lead by creating solutions informed by their majors. For example, we would love to see what would happen when students majoring in English, computer science, education, and digital design can come up with something interesting together. Might they, for instance, design a way to help K-12 teachers deliver content in exciting, new, and engaging ways in a time when face-to-face communication, face-to-face interaction, I should say, isn't possible. So we're really extremely excited about all the possibilities that the Collaboratory, the Innovation Center can bring to our students, to our university community, and to our local community. And we want you to get involved. And for that, I'm going to turn it over to Justine for some comments about that.
So as you heard, there are a lot of really exciting things going on in the School of Humanities, things that we're really invested in, but also things that we want to share with, not just with our current students, but with our alumni. So we want you to get involved, more involved in all of this excitement. One of the easiest way to get involved is to attend our events. We have a Dark Carnival writing celebration. It began last October and will continue, we hope, every October. We have Honor Society inductions, we have networking events, and others. And if you keep an eye on our social media for announcements, you'll easily see what's coming up, or if not, you can send us an email to find out what's coming up. Another really productive way to get involved is to consider donating. We are always on the lookout to further support our students. Perhaps your company matches donations, so you could double your impact. Maybe you can endow a scholarship, as one of our alumni did recently, or you can name a room, for example. You could potentially name the office of your favorite professor. You could even name a whole building, or perhaps even our very own School of Humanities. It's available for naming. Naming is a great way to support our students, but it is also a great way to leave a legacy. But please know, it isn't only about money. We want to build lasting relationships with our alumni because you are the best representatives of Lindenwood and are out there paving the way for our future students. So here are some more ways to get involved. Become a mentor. We'd love to get alumni involved in mentoring current students. But if mentoring is too much of a time commitment, we'd love for you to offer career advice to our current students. Let us know if your company has internships or plans on creating them. Or tell us if your company has a job shadowing program. Many of our majors, precisely because they are prepared for such a wide variety of careers, sometimes have trouble choosing just the one future, which is certainly a good problem to have. But one of the ways to help them decide is to connect them with you for career advice, for mentoring, or for a few hours of job shadowing. Most importantly, and especially if you haven't done so yet, connect with us. Follow us on social media. We have a Facebook account. If that doesn't work for you, we have a Twitter account. If that doesn't work for you, we have Instagram. Tell us what you would like to share with current students, and we'll help you spread the word. Email us with this information or call us. Or you can tell us your story so we can feature you on our social media. We really want to celebrate you. We want to share your successes with your former professors, with the current students, and with the community at large. Visit us, come and show our students how a Lindenwood education made you a success so that you can inspire success. And just remember, stay in touch.
Thank you both for all of that information, and really excited that the Office of Alumni Relations can partner with you and continue to keep this conversation going. I attended a conference a few weeks ago, and they had this idea of a Nerd Night Nation, and it was kind of, you couldn't talk about your day job, you could only talk about your side hustle. And so I feel like that could be a really cool idea for the Collaboratory to really bring together students, community members, alums, to kind of talk about the different projects that they're working on and really get some exciting initiatives going there. I appreciate you both again. Are there any closing remarks that you would like to say to anybody who might be watching this video?
Definitely take us up on our offer to connect with us, and I will definitely be stealing the Nerd Nation idea for the Collaboratory. I think that's really important because you need time and space to get together to innovate, and who knows what solutions you come up with. So thank you, Rachel, for that.
Yeah, and I want to echo the things because this is a wonderful platform for us to connect, not just connect with our alumni, but also to continue spreading the word, spreading the joy that is humanities. I mean, both Dr. Vosevich and I are products of humanities. Those are majors, our undergraduate majors, our graduate majors, we're all in humanities, and those majors allow us to do the things that we do. So we love sharing this with students, we love sharing this with the community, with our alumni, because we really believe in the power that is humanities. So thank you so much to you, Rachel, and to Alumni Relations.
Thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording this session, but it will be on the website for everyone to review after the fact. Thank you all.